What up, homies? It's your boy, here today with a review for the dating app Hinge. And this ain't gonna be a long review, it's gonna be a short one, because I'm not showing y'all the whole setup and breakdown. Ain't nobody got time for that. But I'll just tell you if it's good or not. Now, here's the basis of it. If you've used OkCupid, if you've used Tinder, if you've used any of these swiping like dating sites, then it's basically the same exact thing. Nothing's really that different. I think what Hinge prides themselves on is, I guess, giving you more options to start conversations through prompts and pictures, but I've seen where you can comment on other people's shit and dating sites anyway, so it's not like it's really that new or unique to me. Maybe to some people, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this review. Anyway, your boy gets on to Hinge, sets his thing up. I had to do like fucking like 6 pictures. I had to do these prompts. It's, like, what would you do on a Saturday night? And I'm not going to tell them the truth, obviously. You got to make some shit up. You got to be deceitful. Because, yeah, we all trying to date, but at the end of the day, we trying to impress, too. And you can't be fucking telling people about your real schedule and the real just boring things you be doing. Ain't nobody does that. So, I get the app. I get it in. And it didn't take too long for me to get a couple responses. And, some of them I didn't really humor because they weren't even really in my area. And I wasn't trying to actually get anything that serious out of the site. I just wanted to try it out so I could give it a little bit of feedback, maybe go on a date, maybe give y'all an idea of the people that use this site. So I talked to a girl, and we end up setting up a little date. And right now we in the Rona times, we in that co-ron. So you can't really have like a romantic date out in public. I mean, you can go places, but you don't want to wear a mask when you're on your date. So she ended up coming over to my place. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Hinge be playing like they're just, so authentic. This chick, I got catfished immediately. It was the same person. She had the same face, but these pictures were like fucking from summer camp '09 or something. This shit was old. This chick was about 100 pounds heavier. Face had seen some shit, a little bit of wear and tear. But I said, you know what, I'm not here to find love, I'm here to do a review. So I'm still going to have fun, have a good time with her. So we put a movie on, and we get to just, having a little small talk. And she asked could she snack on something. So I say, okay, that's cool. It's kind of caught me off guard, because a lot of women are afraid to eat around a man on a first date. But, part of me, I guess, respected her bravery. I said, yeah, go ahead and grab a snack, you've earned it. Now that's where I fucked up, because she grabbed a bunch of snacks. And not even just snacks, she was cooking shit. She in there turning the stove on, she making tater tots, pizza rolls, fucking Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Anything she get a hand on, she was making. She had a whole buffet up in there. And I'm trying to keep my cool, because you can't freak out on a girl for eating all your food, because then you seem like maybe you're not financially stable. Like, damn, this dude, he's freaking out over these small things. You got to keep your shit together, make it seem like you got a little money. So I'm letting her do her thing, letting her eat. We watching the movie. But things did kind of get weird. So, we finished the movie, and I get to smoking a little bit. And it wasn't a surprise. I put it right in my profile. I smoke. And, she didn't smoke, but she didn't mind. And we get back into some deep conversation. And all of a sudden, this chick starts just talking about her ex. And look, I don't want to seem like that guy that gets jealous, but this is a first date. Why are you going to spend this time talking to me about your ex? So then she gets a little deeper into it, and she's in a situation where she's living with her ex. And so I'm like, that's strange, but I mean, I guess, if y'all found a way to work the balance, that's whatever. Then she said, look, me and my ex, we still kind of fool around. What I'm really trying to find on this site is like a third. We're trying to make a tricycle. We're trying to have a third person, just this fucking mutual friend that can fool around with us. And your boy's not into that, Maybe if it was 2 chicks, I could fucking think about it, because everybody wants to, I guess, do that and feel legendary. But I'm not about to go in there and be slapping balls with some dude I don't know. And, especially if you dated this guy, he might get mad halfway through, try to stab me or something. I ain't playing that. So, I politely turned her down. And we just went on throughout our night. We were drinking a little bit. And I hadn't thought about this. She needed a place to crash. She had driven over. And I didn't want her to stay. And that's not a mean thing. I just didn't know her. I didn't trust her very much. But I definitely couldn't send her out there drinking and driving. You know, like what if I can cause some kind of terror? This is where shit got funny. She goes to lay down on the couch. She says she's uncomfy, wants to come lay into bed with me. And I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, you can do that. We get in the bedroom, she brings a bag in there with her. And I'm thrown off by this bag. I'm like, what the fuck's in this bag? Is it just like a pillow? Is it a gun? Is she about to fucking kill me and rob me? She about to fucking throw a strap on or something? I don't know what's getting ready to happen. She pulled out this thing, looks like a fucking time machine. And then she pulled out this big old mask, like in that movie Insidious when they were talking to the ghosts. And she puts on the mask, plugs up the machine, lays down beside me, and starts just fucking nodding off. And this fucking thing is pumping, making noise. And I guess, you know, I found out later it's some shit called sleep apnea. So if you got that, you know, don't think I'm making fun of you. But that shit caught me off guard. You know, I go from 1 second, I'm being deceived, bitch eating all my food, we drinking, talking about three-ways. Now I'm fucking laying in bed next to Darth Vader. How eventful of a night could it be without having sex? But that was the key word right there. Because my night still wasn't over. And I still didn't have sex. But she starts trying to put the moves on me while she's wearing the Darth Vader mask. So I'm laying there, my eyes are closed, and you know, I'm hearing like, all of a sudden I feel a hand go down my drawers. And I'm not going to lie, it was kind of creepy, kind of weird, but I rolled with it, you know, because your boy, at the end of the day, what can I do? You know, I have a fun time. I'm letting her do her thing. She down there fooling around. She disappear under the covers. Pulls the mask off, leaves it at the top. So I'm like, okay, something cool is about to go down. She get to work. And I pick up the blanket. I pick it up and I look down there and I see her. She going to work and she did something. This is a freak signature move. I ain't never seen it before. But she looked up at me and winked. And that's one of those things, you know you ain't the first person she winked at. This chick has sucked a lot of dicks. She's winked at a lot of dudes. And the weird part was she didn't even just wink one time. She winked several times throughout the process. So, you know, I thought maybe she was fucking having an aneurysm or something. I didn't know what was going on. So, that was fun. It wasn't really that crazy. It was pretty standard, you know, in my life. But it was cool. So, the next morning, she fucking took her shit, got in the car, and left. There's no twist. She didn't fucking stab me. She didn't steal anything from me. We had a normal date, and your boy got some dome out of it. Good time. You know, win-win. Even if she was fucking a little deceitful with the pictures, you know. I mean, I guess she made up for it. I don't know. She had some skills. And she was actually pretty fun to hang out with besides eating all my food. I had to go to the grocery store the next day and stock back up. So that was more of a story mixed with a review. So I'll say, if you've had luck with those dating sites, if you are okay with that formula, then you should do fine on Hinge. Because, like I said, I was maybe on there 2-3 days before I went on this date. It didn't take much effort on my part. I didn't even go and start any conversations. I just, you know, liked the women. They liked me back. And, you know, of course, it's location-based, so it's not like I was getting hits from, like, way far away. And that's basically the review. Like I said, it's more of a story than a review. So if you are maybe a little bashful, because your boy can be bashful. He doesn't, you know, doesn't want to just approach women in public. I ain't going to walk up to a girl in Starbucks while she's sipping her Frappuccino and start spitting game. Then it's perfect, especially in these Rona times. You can go on there. You can like some girls. You can set your page up. If they like you, they'll swipe it back. And they might come over, wear a Darth Vader mask, and suck on your dick a little bit. So, yeah. I guess I don't really know what to rate it. It works. It works. It works. So if you want to date, you know, fucking get that Hinge site, watch my damn review for Blue Chew, maybe pop you a Blue Chew, mix it with the date, and have a night you'll never forget.